Hello and welcome to Glory Hunter, where I'm trying to win every trophy in Europe's top 5 leagues. Hello, the doctor's calling. I didn't book an appointment and I'm kind of in the middle of something. Dr. Benji, never heard of him. He did a Glory Hunter. This is going to be totally different. Totally different. I bet he didn't include the Conference League, for example. And mine's going to be on EAFC. So I think that's just fine, isn't it? One more thing, I can't call anyone viewers. Okay, that's fine. On with the show. Spectators, welcome to Glory Hunter. I'm playing through a Glory Hunter save on EAFC, and let's get into it. It's very exciting, and I've documented quite a lot of it. So the challenge is win the top division in Spain, France, Italy, England, and Germany. Win the main cup competition as well in that country. Win the Champions League, the Europa League, the Conference League, and then on top of that, win the World Cup and the Euros. In EAFC, you get 15 years of your career mode, so it's going to be 15 years, 15 trophies. That's the aim. That's the aim of the game. I am playing with a few custom settings based largely on Operation Sports. They have like realistic career mode sliders, and then a couple of changes to that. The key ones are high shot error for both the user and the computer, and high goalkeeper ability as well, just to try and limit the goals because it gets a bit silly otherwise, too easy to score. You can see some of the settings here, so you can see that the game generally is slower, the shot error and pass error are higher, the speeds are a little bit lower, and then the pass speed is quite a lot lower, injuries are up, goalkeeper ability is up, and the line height and things mix about a bit as well. So season 1 of the Glory Hunter, where are we picking to start? I do think if you're doing this challenge, it's a bit of a question where you should start the save. And I would say the best place to start is a team that's in a European competition, but not favourites for their domestic league. And therefore, I chose the exciting time at Bologna, because it was exciting for them to be in the Champions League, not expected to win any of the tournaments they were in really, other than maybe the Coppa Italia. And here we go, coming in, starting off in Italy at Bologna. My manager's called Brittany Patagonia, just in case that ever comes up. So that's why it says Patagonia on the shirt there. And we're underway. I left the summer transfer window as was. You can do that in the settings. So January transfers is the first time we got a chance to change anything, and Real Madrid came in for Orsolini. With Orsolini going out, there was also Jesper Karlsson went to Crystal Palace, Castro went to Leicester, and Eberscher went to Galatasaray. That brought us a bit of money to spend on a few different players. We brought in David Neres from Napoli, direct rival as well, to play on the wing. Anton Stack came in a swap deal as well. Marco Gruel came in on the other wing. And here's a bit of an overview of some of our transfers. We also brought in Mavropanos, and then some youth players and some cheaper players moved around as well. The big part of the season is the Coppa Italia, and here we are in the semi-final with a absolutely spectacular header from Alexis Vega, one of the very common free transfer signings at the beginning of a career mode. Mexican winger and striker, number 25, and that is a wicked good header. You'll struggle to score another goal like that in this game. Great header, really satisfying semi-final victory, which means we moved on to the final and we were playing against Lazio, and it was 0-0 all the way through, 0-0 into extra time, and a bullet header by Mavropanos still makes me smile now watching it back as Mavropanos scores that absolutely fantastic header from the corner. The scenes at the corner flag there, that is what career mode is all about, and if we hold it tight, that will be trophy number 1 ticked off as we have this big celebration going on. And we did win it. We won 1-0, the first trophy ticked off in the first season. And there you go, Bologna, Lewis Ferguson there with the trophy for the Coppa Italia, winning that game. Not a great game of football. Went all the way through extra time. One moment won it, and a 1-0 win. And here is that first all-important trophy lift. It's getting lifted by the Bologna boys, and we're off the mark with our first trophy in the first season. So here you are. This is the tracker. It's got all the leagues and all the cups and then the European stuff down below. And the first one getting ticked off is that cup in Italy with Bologna ticked off, and we are underway. So the overview of the season: we were knocked out in the round of 16 at the Champions League. We came 6th in Serie A, and we were the Coppa Italia winners. That's the big one, of course. That's the one that counts for something in this challenge. This is the squad we did it with. This is sort of our squad depth towards the end of the season. You can see it's not a great squad, but it's good enough to have won a Coppa Italia, obviously, and some standout players like Lewis Ferguson in there. Thijs de Linger scored loads and loads of goals as well, and Lucas Skorupski was very, very solid in goal. And Mavropanos, the new signing in January, scored the all-important header and wrote himself into the folklore of this save nice and early on. So, goal of the season voting. Comment down below which of these goals you would vote as your goal of the season. You've got this Cambiaghi, lovely one-on-one, and then slotted through the goalkeeper's legs. Really nice skill to get around the first player. You've got Max Carlsen against Atalanta here, just outside the box. A ferocious power shot into that far corner. You've got a Champions League one here with Lewis Ferguson scoring this great goal. Really cool to score at Villa Park in the Champions League with Bologna as well. Both of these clubs fairly novel Champions League experiences. And then you've got this goal, which was a great team effort, and we're going to watch it back now in the early stages of this game against Genoa. It's Castro and de Linger doing a lot of the passing, and then it goes back through, squared. Great back to front seam move, absolutely wicked. Which one of those would you vote as your goal of the season? And come back for more updates. That is season 1 of Glory Hunter. Great to be off to a flying start with the Italian Cup. Subscribe, like the video, comment what you want to see more of, comment what your goal of the season is, and we'll be back with more updates soon.